What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm ready for some warm weather, okay? Spearfish, let's go. Hopefully Friday is the start of that warmer weather. Anyways, we've been kind of dealing with the cold a little bit, so tomorrow I'll have a two-part workout, and it's going to consist of some acceleration, some speed work, just because we haven't been able to hit on that much just because of the weather here. But for the athletes and stuff like that, for my athletes, I want to make sure that you're getting that speed work at least a couple times a week. So tomorrow is going to be quite a bit if you want to do the whole thing. So just be smart about what you're doing. If you haven't been doing much, don't just jump right into it, modify to make it work. If you've been hammering out the workouts, you'll be okay. So anyways, the first workout, workout 14, okay, Thursday tomorrow, is going to be lower body dominant day. And it's going to consist of 50 front rack forward lunges. So you're going to do 25 reps on each leg. And that's the same for every movement, unless it's a bilateral movement like the goblet squat. So you're going to go 50 total. So you're going to go 25 on the right, 25 on the left, and it's going to be a contralateral movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold that in the left arm when you're lunging forward and backwards with the right leg and vice versa, okay? Then you're going to go into single leg glute bridges, goblet lateral lunge, and goblet squats. But here's the little kicker, okay? Every 25 reps, okay? So if you go from the right leg, boom, switch after your 25 reps and then go to the left side, okay? You're gonna hit 25 double unders or 25 reps of forward backward line jumps, okay? So you're jumping forward and backwards over the line. Takes a little more coordination rather than just doing penguins or, just your pogo jumps, alrighty? So I know double unders can get kind of technical, especially as we get tired. And those of you that can't do double unders, okay, this will challenge you a little bit other than just kind of, doing your fake little hops or whatever you guys, or jumps, whatever you guys may be doing. So this will kind of challenge you a little bit more. Anyways, so with that, okay, you're going to go through that 2 rounds, all right? And the weight is going to be 25 for the ladies, 35 for the guys. Of course, you can always go heavier or lighter based on what you have, and you only need 1 dumbbell or kettlebell or whatever it is that you're going to be holding on to, okay? So you're going to go forward lunges, right side, do your double unders, then left side, do your double unders. Then you're going to go glute bridges, right side, then double unders, left side, double unders. Then your goblet lateral lunges, left side, okay, then double unders, right side, then double unders, okay, and then goblet squats. So in that goblet squat, as soon as you hit 25, you got to drop the weight, do your double unders or your forward backward line jumps, and then another 25 once you get done with the goblet squats, and then back through that one more time to complete your 2 rounds. Okay, the second part of the workout, really, it's going to be the first part, if you're doing it, is going to be acceleration. So this is all optional, but I recommend doing it for those of you that are, are athletes. And so some of my college athletes or whatever, if you guys are performing these workouts, make sure you're getting acceleration stuff in tomorrow or Friday, okay, at least Friday. But anyways, you're going to do accelerations, all right? And make sure that you warm up beforehand really well, okay? A lot of times we can just hop into these with some active stretching, but we need to make sure we're doing some dynamic work, some movement prep stuff to get us prepped for sprinting, okay, for our acceleration stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to do fly-ins for 20-yard fly-ins, and you're going to do 4 of those. You're going to build up for 10 yards, sprint for 20. And then you're going to do 4 reps of that. After every rep, you're going to rest for about 90 seconds, okay? And then you're going to do 30s, fly in 30s by 4, same thing, rest about 90 seconds or get full recovery, okay? And in between those fly-ins, those 20s and those 30s, you can rest a little bit longer if need be. After the workout is complete, okay, after you've done your accelerations, if you did those beforehand and then you've done the workout for the day, then you can do strides or hills, okay? And those are going to be every minute on the minute. We're pretty familiar with that. And those are going to take about 15 seconds or should, and you're just going to do 10 of those every minute on the minute, okay? So if you're a little bit tight and stuff like that, make sure you're not just going all out. Those should be about 75-80% effort, okay? So slower in the beginning, and then make sure you're able to hit the same speed all the way throughout, okay? You shouldn't get slower. You should be consistent on those hills or those fly-ins, okay? I prefer to do the fly-ins just on the turf or the football field or track. If you have that option, just a little bit easier, less pounding on the joints, okay? Hills, especially if you have a hill like asphalt stuff, that's going to be less impact too because you're going up, okay? Make sure you're walking back down the hill too, not running back down the hill, okay? Nice and easy back down. If it takes you longer than that every minute on the minute, so be it. Just get those 10 reps or how many ever reps that you do. Okay, pretty easy. We've done a lot of these different movements, but I'm gonna go ahead and run through them, okay? And just kind of show you how the double unders will work in between the reps. I'm not gonna demonstrate the whole workout, but I'll give you a few reps just so you can see it on each side, and then what that contralateral means, okay? So FR, remember that's front rack. Okay, so you're gonna hold one dumbbell in the front rack position on the left side if you're lunging forward backwards on the right leg. All right. So if I'm gonna lunge with my right leg, okay, forward and backwards, I'm holding it in the left side. It's just sitting up on the shoulder here in a nice comfortable position. Same thing with the kettlebell, it's gonna be in that front rack position or whatever that you have. You wanna make sure that you're stepping forward, okay? Knee and toe are nice and aligned, not letting the toe come out and the knee drop in like this. You wanna make sure you keep a good arch, okay? Don't let that arch collapse in, all right? And then you're driving right back. Hitting that good 90-90 position, keeping that torso vertical, not letting yourself do this, but that weight staying in that front rack position has to make you stay more upright, okay? Where we were doing those iso split squat holds, and I know probably people are ending up like this. You gotta stay out of that position. So we wanna be in a straight line from that knee, hip to shoulder like we always talk about. And then I'm driving back. So these are forward lunges, okay? After my 25 reps, then I'm either going into my double unders, okay? 2 times underneath, or you can find a line, or if we're on the football field, okay, a yard line or something like that. I have a bungee cord. You can lay your jump rope down if you want to. So here's a bungee cord. I'm just going forward and backwards over it 25 times, okay? Rather than just these lazy little jumps or lazy pogos, okay? That way, because it's not really realistic and comparable to the double unders if you're just doing this, okay? You'd more have to do 50 of those if you're doing that, technically, or even triple. The next movement is a single leg glute bridge. And remember, we're wanting to get hip extension, not extend at the low back. So arms are just gonna be relaxed out to the side, okay? Toes are triggered up. You're gonna bring one leg up into hip flexion, hold it here, and then I'm just bridging out until I hit hip extension. So I wanna flex that butt at the top, okay? Getting in a straight line from that knee, hip to shoulder, not overextending, okay? Not overextending on that. In between legs, and then after the other leg, okay, you're gonna do your jumps, okay, whether it's double unders or the forward backwards line jumps. After the single leg glute bridge, you're then into a goblet lateral lunge, alrighty, and you wanna hit good depth. A lot of times we get lazy, we get tired, and our lunges look like this. It's more like a lateral good morning, okay? Stay out of this position, let the hips drop, okay? Get that hip crease below the knee, and keep that torso upright. Knee is tracking over top of the toe in this position. So I'm stepping out, hit my depth, boom, drive back up. 25, I'm done, okay? Before I switch legs, I do my double unders, okay, or my forward backwards line tops. Then I'm into the other side. This goblet position, lateral lunge. Hit my depth, keep my torso up, foot stays flat, heel is down. Don't go to the toe, okay? This foot, try to keep it flat too, the opposite leg. You're gonna feel a nice stretch through the groin here. All right, and then drive back up. 25. As soon as you're done with that leg, remember, don't just go right into the goblet squats. You got to hit your double unders. After the double unders, then you're in the goblet squats. Remember, it's 50 reps on the goblet squats, but you're only going to do 25, and then do your double unders. Set it down, jumps, okay, boom, right back to your goblet squats. Once you finish the goblet squats, you got to do your jumps again before you start the second round. So just remember, before the movement, in between the movement, okay, if you're switching legs, and then after the movement, you are doing your double unders or your forward backwards line jumps. Alrighty? Good luck with the workout. It's going to be a leg burner, okay? Challenge yourself a little bit. If you want to go heavier, by all means, go heavier. Just make sure that we're hitting depth and we're hitting positions, unless you have issues that don't allow you to do that. All right. Pray for warm weather, okay? Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow.